I'm Rocky Nico, and this is my development journal number 1 for my game. Nonsense, I'm kind of stealing a page from Tiro here, but yeah. Okay, what I'm gonna go over is kind of the characters, the ideas, the plots, the system, the work. Yeah, but this is a game idea that I've been kind of, thinking on for a while now. A really long time. I hadn't really worked on it, but a really long time. Anyway, so we have the character. His name is Non. Okay, and then his last name can be... This is a really bad computer drawing of it, kind of poorly planned out, made it in Paint. There'll be a lot better ones later. But he's supposed to be a nonsensical character, not really have anything make sense in his entire being. The fact that he's a cat with a red and blue eye is... I don't know. I made a sprite for him. I don't know where I put that, but I did make a sprite for him. I'll try to find that. His last name could be spelled a whole different way. If you've got an idea of a different spelling than one of those four for sense, like the first one, as in like thinking sense, go ahead. But his first name's Non. Okay. Anyway, the idea is that it's a world that doesn't make any sense at all. And that's what makes it... It makes so much... doesn't make as much sense at all that it makes sense in it. Like, examples are Neverland, Wonderland. Wonderland, a really good one. Thought of Wonderland off the top of my head because I just watched Alice, but that's beside the point. Kind of like a world where Starman could fight like Tauros or something like that, where normally those two wouldn't go together. Yeah, but just they knock heads and whatever. The plot. Good question. There's not really any plot. There's anti-Non. By the way, that's a better picture of what Non would look like. I know I'm pointing at the screen, which you guys can't see, but yeah, anti-Non, who's the arch rival of Non. Oh yeah, you can also see on my little doodling for thinking through this. Yeah. Don't remember what the Form 1x16 was. Anyway, also there'd be like you have to collect like so many items, not 7. 7's used way too much. 7 stars, 7 legendary stars, 7 crystal stars. Just going off the top of my head, I really should have prepared a list. I know there's more. I'm looking back at my games, see if I can remember any. There's 7 places you go in Dark Cloud. There's 7 all over the place. That's just the big thing. Not 7. More like 13 or any other random number that you can think of, like 17, 19. Hopefully not any more than like 21 or whatever. 23. 23 isn't a random number and a lot. Anyway, system. Probably gonna be in Multimedia Fusion 2. Because that's a pretty good platformer type thing. Thought it would be more of a platformer, but actually probably anything. It'll probably have every element you can think of, even the elements that you don't think of. It'll have it. Yeah, so it'll be a platformer, and also have RPG elements, and also have like an RPG battle part, and also a tactical battle part, and then a racing part probably. But I have to think pretty hard for Multimedia Fusion. I could use C++ or C, but I don't know how to program that really well. And I could use RPG Maker 2003, 2000 XP. I don't have VX, but I could get it to do it, but it doesn't look like that would be pretty good for platforming. I really like platforming engines, kind of like Cave Story or Underside. I really should have got an image of IP for that. But Underside or that. It's also supposed to be a really comical game. It's supposed to... Oh, okay. Probably cut to that. yeah, really comical, not supposed to be serious at all. Work that I've done. I've gotten ideas, not really started. It's a bit random. Really need to check what time it is. It's around 9 now, and the rest of my family's probably going to sleep. But you guys don't really need to know that. I can't find my phone that has the time on it, and my clock's turned the wrong way. So I'll just keep it going. It's just supposed to be really random, really comical, really random. I'm planning on doing voiceovers and stuff like that too. I'd rather not have myself be the voice of Non. Don't sound non-ish. But whatever. Also, monsters and creatures and bad guys and all that is made from one of my very favorite games that me and my best friend from all time, because I've been friends with him since I was like 5. We came up with a game called the Chimera game. Now, this is like an example, but this is also one of my Pokemon, which I was working on a game, or at least coming up with ideas that Nintendo should do, because Nintendo should use mine. But it's Rabilop, the Jackalope. But a Jackalope's a good example. It's got antlers, it's a bunny, it's kind of bearish too. Chimera game. We got the traditional Chimera, which picture pops up now. Traditional lion, goat, snake. Mini renditions of that with 3 heads or 1 head, and then like goat back end and a snake tail. We're using the sense of that it's just a mixture of 2 beings that would not naturally be that way. So I guess in a sense a mule is one, but that's a very bad example. Anyway, the point of the game is to take one thing, one animal or thing, combine it with another animal thing, plus you could do 3 or more after those 2 into that. So like a good example is that everybody knows is a lion and an eagle. I think it's an eagle. I'm pretty sure it's an eagle. Make a griffin. If you put them together in a logical fashion. That's another thing. They have to be in a logical fashion. They can't be like lion plus eagle does not equal flying lion. There's no. That's just you putting wings on the lion. No. Anyway, I am game for if other people want to help, or help because I'll use your ideas. That's a cool thing. Or if other people want to join in the fun, because it's a pretty fun game. Rules are 2 to 5 creatures, concepts, beings. By concepts or beings, I mean like you could have fire, ice, metal, stone, golem, alien, like the traditional alien. If I ever put in parentheses TRAD period, I mean the traditional sense. So like the skinny, big head, type thing. Anything else. They have to be, rule number 2, they have to be put up in a logical fashion, like the not flying lion, it's a griffin. 3, you give an MM or a Monster Madness rating, which is kind of, I don't remember where we got that, but you use X's or stars or whatever you want, just 1 unit, keep it the same, which they can also be half and like quarter and other stuff, just like put like half or quarter or use something else and like give a key. So for example, which it could be like a quarter X, but for example X, not very scary, maybe like a rabid snail is an X, while septuple X, which is 7 X's by the way if you're not cool with that lingo. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I don't care. It's like, run for your life. There's like Godzilla coming after you. Actually, no, Godzilla would probably be like 18 X's. That'd be like, let's see, septuple X would probably be like, if a Minotaur and a Gorgon are both coming at you at the same time, with both having wings, because wings add like +2 dexterity and other crap that I don't remember all the rules. Last rule, have fun. It's supposed to be fun. Yeah. So if you don't want to join in the fun and actually draw something, like I will, the first 3 people to submit a mixture of those I will draw and then post along with the rest of the development journals. But if you want to play along, I made a combination a while ago. I'll put it up on the next time of a beaver and a cow. Now, they don't have to look like that, but I'm challenging you to put a beaver and a cow together, whatever way you want, logically. So you can't just put the beaver tail on the cow. That does not work. A little bit more than that. Now, if you put like the beaver tail and the buck tooth, that's okay, but very boring. Anyway, have a good day. Hopefully this goes well.